It's the weather, right? Another storm is moving our way. It's called a bomb cyclone. And joining us right now is the man who is known as the Dancing Weatherman with Fox Weather. His name is Nick Kosir. Hey, Nick. Yeah,
Hey,
I
it's good to
like
see you.
it.
Thank you guys for having me. Those are good moves.
Hey, I can
Yeah,
dance.
yeah. We gotta collaborate sometime. That'll
I
be fun.
know, I know. You have to join us here in the Fox 5 newsroom when we're doing the newsroom live. You and I can,
I
bust
would
a
love it.
move.
I would love it. That would be great.
Hey, so
Don't
do
hey,
me
don't
what?
don't tempt me with a good time.
So do me a favor, talk to me about this the bomb cyclone. First of all, why is it called a bomb cyclone?
That's a really good question. A bomb cyclone it sounds scary, but the technical
Yeah.
jargon with it is it's a storm that drops 24 millibars or more within 24 hours. So we've seen that with hurricanes, uh, more so in the most recent years compared to years past. And we had that happen with a couple of storms over this past hurricane season. And so let me share my screen with you guys so you can see a couple of things that I want to share real quick.
Okay, that would
As
be great.
typically you don't get storms to bomb out all that often, but when they do, they're pretty nasty, right? And so that's the risk that we run. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing here? Okay.
Okay, so
All
now
right.
the red is that's the bomb. That's the
That is
bomb
the area.
cyclone.
Yeah, that's the area of low pressure. So you see
Okay.
all of those really tightly packed black lines. Those are the isobars. So when a system bombs out, it really starts to become much more organized and much more potent. And so those isobars, those black lines, are extremely gusty winds. And so you'll typically notice that with a bomb cyclone, you notice the position of this, it's right off the Carolina coastline. And so
Mhm.
we've got high impacts, at least high confidence for high impacts across the Carolinas, the Commonwealth of Virginia, and parts of the lower DMV with this. This is for Sunday morning. A little bit lower confidence on winter impacts further north on that I-95 corridor, but it
Mhm.
does look like the Cape of Massachusetts could potentially be the big winner with snow just outside of Boston. I don't think Boston gets the snow that they got with this past storm. I don't think we see almost a foot of snow here in New York like we did with this last storm. But for sure, it's going to be a fairly impactful system.
Okay, that's what I wanted to get into because we're still recovering from the storm that hit us on Sunday. Um, yeah, Sunday into Monday morning. We're still trying to dig out from that. What is the likelihood that we are going to see any real accumulation of snow with this system in the New York metro area?
Yeah, I think we do see some snow. You can see on the snow forecast map here anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, maybe 3 to 5 inches on the high end. I really
Okay.
think with this system, the wind is going to be the biggest impact. So 60-mile-per-hour winds are very possible. And you know as well as I do, and anybody watching, that
Right.
there's already a lot of snow on the ground. So any wind that comes on by and any more snow that falls on top of the snow that we've already got accumulated is not only going to add issues on the roadways, but that could also take down some of the trees and power lines that are
Oh
sort of
boy.
on their last leg, so to speak.
Okay, yeah. So we could be dealing with some more power outages here in the Northeast. What about beach erosion? Because this is hugging the coast. So what are we talking about there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you could see how close this is going to be to the Carolina coastline. And so one of the reasons why the Outer Banks and also the Cape in Massachusetts are particularly vulnerable is because they jut out into the ocean, right? And so the Carolina coastline, as we know from this past hurricane season, has been super vulnerable. It's a very fragile part of the United States. Big hurricanes this past season didn't make direct landfall, but indirectly, the beach erosion and the high surf took down some houses there along the Outer Banks. And so we've also got a full moon coinciding. I mean, Mother Nature's timing with this is pretty impeccable as the tides are going to be up higher than normal. And so, yeah, I do think beach erosion along the Outer Banks is something we really have to watch out for, and in the Cape as well up here in Massachusetts, less so in that area of yellow from the northern DMV through the tri-state area.
Okay, so not a lot going on with beach erosion in New Jersey, New York, Connecticut.
Not as much. Not as That's a little bit of a lower concern. I think the bullseye is certainly going to be along eastern North Carolina.
Okay, gotcha. And I wanted to ask you too, because we are now in the middle of another deep freeze. I remember last winter was a really brutal winter. Now, I'm a reporter, so I work out in the elements all the time. And
Oh boy.
that was the coldest winter that I could remember in like 32 years. And the wind was awful last year. I mean, my skin was splitting, because of the frigid temperatures. We are in the thick of that again right now. How long is that going to last? And just in a nutshell, why is it lasting so long?
Let me ask, before I answer this question, do you suffer from seasonal affective disorder? And if so, are you on medication? 'Cause you might need.
No. Are you a doctor?
No, but this answer might depress some people. So fair
Okay.
warning. As if you haven't, I'm telling you, my toes, I don't like the cold one bit. My toes and
Right.
my nose have been cold consistently, I think, for about a week and a half now. And I don't think we're going to see a lot of change whatsoever right through maybe at least the beginning of February. We've got this lobe of the polar vortex coming down, which the polar vortex itself hasn't shifted, but it's weakened and it's become a little more wavy. And so all this cold air is spilling in from Canada, and
Mm.
it's going to stay like that for quite some time. This is sort of the long range pattern that we anticipate. And so, yeah, here he goes. I mean, this really tells you the story. This weekend, it is going to be extremely cold. We'll keep high temperatures in the 20s right through Sunday. And then we'll get a little bit of a quote unquote bump up in temperatures as we get into next week. But the average is 39 for the high. And we're going to at least be 5 degrees below that right through Friday. And as you know, February starts on Sunday. So next Friday is the 6th. And unfortunately, I think we're going to keep this trend going through possibly the 10th, as we're expected to be very likely below average right through at least February 10th, if not longer. Now, look, this is one of those times when I don't really mind if maybe the groundhog is right and he predicts an early spring. I would be A-okay with that.
That's right. And Groundhog's Day, by the way, is on Monday.
That's right.
Okay, so go ahead,
That's right.
continue.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind if the groundhog predicted an early spring and he was right and maybe we were wrong, but it doesn't look like the science supports that as of right now. So
what a
I don't know
bummer.
about you, but walking around in these incredibly high snow piles is challenging.
It is challenging, especially if you're trying to catch a bus and you have to crawl over those
Yeah.
mounds of snow, or you're standing on 3rd Avenue or First
Yes.
Avenue or Madison Avenue, and you're standing in the street waiting for the bus to come up. Long lines of people standing in the street because of the mounds of snow blocking the
Yeah.
bus stops here.
It's really funny. I let my dogs out this morning. As you know, we had that snow here in New York, and a lot of people also had sleet or some kind of icy precipitation sort of coat the snow that fell with this past storm. And I let my dogs out to, do their business in the yard. And I saw my dog walking on top of the snow, and then all of a sudden she dramatically poked through and fell in. And that's what my shoes have been doing whenever I go out to, take the trash out or get the mail. So it's been challenging for humans and animals.
And wait a minute. So what kind of dog do you have?
She's just a little Cocker Spaniel,
Oh my gosh, she's a little thing. Did she go all the way in the snow, or just her little feet, her paws just went in?
Not all the way. She went about, knee deep. So just enough to learn a little bit of a lesson. She jumped out of there.
And she didn't like it, I am sure.
No, yeah, she learned a lesson,
She's going to hate the snow now.
Exactly.
So now
they say the dogs take after their owners, so that would track.
There you go. All right. Well, I'm with you. I just met you and I'm with you. I'm not crazy about this cold at all. My inner core is Caribbean. That's where I need to be.
Hey, I like that. I'm going to use that from here on out. That's good. I'm going to have to borrow that from you.
My pleasure. Go ahead. You can take it. So now let's get back, because when I first introduced you, I said you're the dancing weatherman with Fox. weather.
Yeah.
So now, what do
Yeah.
you do? Because unfortunately, I haven't seen you, but I'm going to start watching now. So what do you do? Do you dance during your forecast? And I mean, can we see a little bit of what you do?
Well, I don't typically dance on live TV. This all happened a few years ago. Our bosses wanted us to post more on social, and they wanted us to shy away from work stuff and more on personal stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so I started dancing on TikTok, and it took off. And so I typically leave the dancing to the socials, but I mean, you we can do a little cabbage patch here. I don't have a ton of room. Here, how about this? You complete the wave. Ready?
Oh, please.
Hey, look at that.
The wave going, and then we got this one. We got this one.
Got the cabbage patch. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then hey, sprinkler's
Oh,
always a classic.
sprinkler.
Hey.
You have anything else? You have any? Wait, let me ask you this. You have anything that's
Yeah.
more up to date? Because the sprinkler is like very 1990s.
Well, Linda, if I showed you what was up to date, you're going to think it's ridiculous, but here we go. This
Okay.
dance right here is all the rage. It's called the scuba.
The scuba. Okay.
You put your hand over your nose, okay?
Yeah.
And then you just go like this and kind of go side to side.
Oh
I
my
promise you-
gosh.
Yeah, I promise you it's ridiculous, but everybody's doing it. Even the NFL players when they score a touchdown.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that now. That
You'll see
is,
it.
but it's kind of silly. I mean, this one, it's like what you might do when you're going through the garbage, maybe passing the garbage here in New York City on the streets.
Linda, I'm going to correct you. It's not kind of silly. It's all out, full on silly. Let's just call it what it is.
All
But
right.
that's what they're doing. So that's what I'm doing. And you're
Oh
right.
my
I
God.
think this is a good way to go through the garbage in New York City.
It definitely is. Or, you know what you smell a lot of here in the city now? Weed. When you're walking, no matter what time of day it is, middle of the day, early in the morning, at night, whatever, you're walking around and there's the wafting through the air, the smell of weed.
It's become the state flower, apparently, unbeknownst to me. I'm not sure when that happened, but you're absolutely right. You just never know.
Oh, all right. Hey, Nick, thanks so much. We really appreciate you taking the time to join us and showing us some of your moves.
You're the best. Anytime. Anytime you want to talk weather or scuba with me, just call me up.
All
I'm
right.
here.
Thanks so much.